Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
Crunch time, defense.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
61, matchbox lights.
2nd and 4. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
You draw quarters.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Hey, 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 hey.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Got it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Alpha.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Hey.
59.
Ready, ready.
Throwing again. Stanley. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Under crunch.
Ready, break.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike, check, check. 59, 59.
Yep.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Let's go, son.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Mark Ingram, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll have a first down past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Mixon, 73 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down.
Line 90.
We go 25 to Mike. All day, baby, all day.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
56. Monk's 56. They can't hang with us. Shit.
Leo. Snipe.
To throw on second down. Stanley. Going up top. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Hey, alert. Hey, easy. Check.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Five. Yes. Go.
Throwing on first down. Stanley. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
132 fighter. Hey, Haywood.
Safety screaming. Check nickel.
Go.
2nd and 3. He finds his running back, Mixon. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
15.
Mixon with a first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Protein spill.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check. Lucky.
Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 25.
From the gun, Stanley. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Steven Sims Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Wilson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Steps away to his left, and Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Go. Let's go.
On first down, Stanley. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Then we'll west. Smooth.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey. Speed grip.
On first and 10, Stanley. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. To throw on second down, Stanley. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8. At the 43-yard line.
Why?
Topper! Hey, wahoo! Hit it!
The final shot before break. Stanley. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He gets it to Cooks. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
14.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 43. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything...
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 56 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I smell fear in that offense. Whip. Watch the whip. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Yep.
I'm coming.
Snap.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, echo. Look at me.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Go! Get ready!
Throwing on first down. Stanley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? 2nd and 1. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stanley, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go! Let's go! At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.